Tesla is currently working on a motor technology that could disrupt the entire EV market in the future. This isn't a rumor, but Tesla itself has confirmed that its next-generation motor will be made from rare earth-free metals, meaning it won't use the expensive and hard-to-find rare earth elements that the entire EV industry relies on today. This is why auto experts are calling it the biggest game changer of 2026. Tesla engineers have been quietly working on this for the past 2 years, and now, for the first time, the company has clearly stated that it is developing a motor that will not only be cheaper but also offer superior performance compared to today's EV motors. Another important point is that the rare earth-free motor is considered more durable. Tesla claims that this motor will easily withstand long distances, high speeds, and require less maintenance. If it truly proves to be as robust and efficient as claimed, it could completely change the course of the EV market in the next 2 to 3 years. Many companies still rely on rare earth materials, and Tesla's move could set the entire industry on a new path. The question now arises, what exactly will be in this motor, and why will it transform the EV market? Stay tuned until the end to find out. Before we delve into Tesla's new motor technology, let's first understand where Tesla stands in the market today and its true state. Look, everyone knows that Tesla is the world's most popular EV company, but the EV market has changed significantly in the last year or two. Previously, Tesla was the only one racing ahead, with other companies following close behind, but now the picture is changing. Last year, Tesla sold approximately 1.8 million electric vehicles worldwide. This is no small feat, but the truth is that Tesla's growth hasn't been as rapid as it used to be. While previously the numbers were rising every year, now there's been a slight decline. This means that Tesla is no longer enjoying the same easy market share as before. On the other hand, the overall EV market is growing rapidly. More than 17 million electric vehicles have been sold worldwide, bringing Tesla's market share to around 10%. This means Tesla now accounts for only 1 to 10 of the entire EV market. Tesla's market share, which used to be much larger, is now gradually declining. This simply means competition is increasing. Tesla faces its biggest competition from BYD. BYD is today the world's fastest-growing EV company. Last year alone, BYD sold over 3.8 million EVs, more than twice as many as Tesla. At times, BYD even surpassed Tesla in quarters. This shows that Tesla is no longer the only player in the field. In addition, companies like BMW, Hyundai, Kia, Volkswagen, Mercedes, and Li Auto are also investing heavily in EVs. These companies, especially in Europe and China, are posing a significant challenge to Tesla. Previously, Tesla was the primary choice for customers, but now the options are expanding. People are also purchasing EVs from other companies because of lower prices, better features, and improved charging networks. Another important factor is that various labor unions, supply chains, battery prices, and China-US politics are also impacting Tesla. Tesla will need to reduce its production costs to compete with other companies more cheaply and quickly. So, the simple meaning is that Tesla's position is still strong, but it no longer has the same unparalleled dominance it once had. Now, it will have to do something drastic to regain its market hold. And this is why Tesla's next motor, which will be made without rare earth metals, is generating so much buzz. The world wants to know what new Tesla is going to introduce. As competition has increased more than ever, if Tesla doesn't do something drastic, BYD and other companies will leave it behind. Therefore, Tesla is now working on a motor system that could change the direction of the EV market in the next 2 to 3 years. Now, let's move on and understand what is so special about this new motor and why it is being said that this motor will transform the entire EV market. What motor technology is Tesla working on? Now, let's talk about the motor technology that Tesla is quietly working on and which is considered the biggest game changer in the EV market in the future. We call it a rare earth-free motor. Hearing this name, you might think it's just an ordinary motor, but the truth is that if this technology succeeds, it could shake the foundation of the entire EV industry. First, understand that the motors in almost every electric car in the world today use rare earth materials such as neodymium, praseodymium, dysprosium, etc. These are metals that are found in very limited quantities in the world and are also very difficult to extract. Furthermore, approximately 90% of the world's rare earth materials come from China. This means that if there is a problem with their supply or prices rise, the entire EV industry suffers a setback. This is why, no matter how large EV companies are, they rely heavily on rare earth metals. Now, Tesla is preparing to end this dependence. Tesla is developing a motor that will not use rare earth metals at all. This news has caused concern among other companies, because if Tesla is not dependent on rare earth, its production costs will decrease. It will have complete control over the supply chain, and it will not have to depend on any other country. So what exactly does a rare earth-free motor mean? It means that Tesla is developing a motor that will operate without strong magnets or will use alternative materials that are cheaper and more readily available than rare earth metals. These motors will have a different design, but their performance could be more stable than before. Tesla is aiming to create a motor that provides enough power to make the car run faster while costing significantly less than current motors. Why is this step considered so significant? Because the price of rare earth metals is very high and fluctuates every year. If Tesla develops a rare earth-free motor, it will be able to make its cars even more affordable. When production becomes cheap, Tesla could become the world's largest EV company by making affordable EVs for the mass market. This is why it's being called an industrial revolution. Secondly, rare earth mining is also harmful to the environment. Digging it damages the land, water, and air. Tesla's new motor will minimize this damage. This means Tesla will not only produce cheaper cars, but will also make them more environmentally friendly. Thirdly, the advent of rare earth-free technology will put significant pressure on other companies, because until now they have relied solely on rare earth-based motors. If Tesla develops a better motor without rare earth, other companies will have to change their entire technology. This will result in significant costs for their research, factories, and manufacturing. While Tesla will emerge ahead today, the world's EV companies are dependent on rare earth. But Tesla is going to break that chain. How will Tesla's new motor be made? Now, let's understand how Tesla's new motor will be made and what changes it will have that could shake up the entire EV world. To date, most electric vehicles have used the same type of motor, which is fitted with very powerful magnets. These magnets are made from rare earth metals, making the motor expensive. Tesla is now trying to change this old setup. The biggest difference in Tesla's new motor is that it will be based on a magnet-free design. Until now, we've heard that the lifeblood of an electric motor lies in its magnets. But Tesla is now exploring a way to generate magnet-like thrust using the right setup of electricity and coils. This means that electricity itself will generate the same force as magnets. This will eliminate the need for Tesla to purchase rare earth metals, significantly reducing motor costs. Now, let's talk about materials. Tesla will build a motor that will use high-grade steel, copper windings, and some silicon-based alloys instead of rare earth metals. All these components are easily available and inexpensive. Furthermore, these materials withstand heat easily, so the motor won't overheat even during long-distance driving. This will also significantly benefit Tesla in production, as cheap materials make mass production easier. The biggest change within the motor will be the rotor. Current motors have magnets embedded within the rotor, which are what help the motor run faster. Tesla's new motor will feature a completely new design. It will be designed so that the rotor generates its own magnetic field upon receiving power, allowing the car to run as smoothly as it does today. Simply put, Tesla is developing a magnet-free way to power the rotor. This is a bit technically challenging, but once successful, Tesla will reap significant benefits. The cooling system in the new motor will also be significantly different. A motor without magnets generates slightly more heat, so Tesla will use advanced liquid cooling. The advantage of this is that the motor won't heat up even at high speeds and will be able to cover longer distances easily. This will increase the motor's lifespan and eliminate the need for frequent repairs. In other words, Tesla is focusing on making the motor not only cheaper but also more durable. Now, regarding manufacturing, this Tesla motor will be easier to manufacture because it will eliminate the hassle of installing parts containing rare earth magnets. Currently, making a motor requires several extra steps: shaping the magnets, fitting them, and securing them with glue and metal layers. However, the new motor will eliminate all these tasks. This will save time and money in the factory and make the work faster. Tesla will be able to produce thousands of motors in less time, which will automatically reduce the cost of cars. Many people believe that removing magnets will reduce the motor's performance, but Tesla is working to prove this wrong. The company claims that the new magnet-free motor will be similar to today's motors in torque and efficiency, and in some cases even better. Tesla will use new coil designs, new winding patterns, and smart inverter technology. This will give the motor the same power as a motor with magnets. Another advantage will be that the motor will have less noise and vibration. Magnet-free motors often have more vibration, but Tesla has designed the rotor and coil settings in such a way that the vibration will be much less. This means the vehicle will run smoother and more comfortable from inside. The best part is that this motor will be long-lasting. Rare earth magnets weaken over time, but Tesla's new motor will have no magnets at all. This will extend the motor's life, allowing it to run comfortably for 10 to 15 years. Shock to the global EV market.
Now imagine how significant an impact Tesla would have on other major companies like Toyota, BYD, Hyundai, and Volkswagen if they truly eliminated their reliance on rare earth metals. Today, most electric vehicles in the world run on these rare earth parts, especially the powerful magnets used in motors. However, these metals are expensive, scarce, and their supply is limited to a few countries. Therefore, if Tesla can build a strong and fast motor without these metals, it would be a significant development for other companies. First, understand the competition. Until now, whether Tesla, Toyota, or Hyundai, all their motors are made with similar expensive parts. But once Tesla eliminates rare earth metals, the cost of their motors will decrease, making the vehicle cheaper. This means that Tesla can sell its vehicles at a lower price, which will attract more people to Tesla. Now, imagine how difficult it would be for brands like Toyota, Hyundai, and VW to compete if Tesla's cars suddenly became even cheaper. BYD is one of the largest EV companies in the world today. It has sometimes sold more vehicles than Tesla. However, BYD also uses rare earth in many of its motors. If Tesla eliminates rare earth and creates cheaper and longer-lasting motors, BYD will also have to change its technology. If it delays making changes, Tesla could once again become the market leader. Now, let's talk about the supply chain. Rare earth metal comes only from certain countries. If there are any problems there, regulations change, or prices rise, all companies' operations come to a halt. If Tesla learns to operate without rare earth, it will no longer be dependent on any country or regulations. Manufacturing its vehicles will be easier and cleaner. Other companies that absolutely need rare earth will be troubled by this. Another major impact will be the potential decline in demand for rare earth. Currently, EV companies are the largest buyers of these metals. If Tesla abandons rare earth, other companies will gradually be forced to find new ways to source it. This will also impact the earnings of the countries and companies selling rare earth. Now, let's talk about the real game, the balance of power. Until now, Tesla was ahead because of its battery and software, while companies like Toyota, Hyundai, and VW were strong because of their motors and prior experience. But if Tesla makes a change to the motor that makes the entire system cheaper and simpler, Tesla's advantage will increase further. Other companies may take years to improve their technology and spend significant resources. During this time, Tesla will gain even more ground. This is a good thing for consumers. When Tesla produces cheaper motors, other companies will be forced to make their vehicles cheaper. This means that ordinary people will have more options, better prices, and vehicles with better range. But this is not an easy task for companies. They will have to quickly acquire technology like Tesla, otherwise the market could slip out of their hands. The simple fact is that the EV battle is no longer just about battery or range. The real battle now is who can build a cheaper, stronger, and longer-lasting system, and who has the strongest supply chain. If Tesla gets rid of the rare earth, it will be many steps ahead of all other companies. And this is why it is being said that Tesla's rare earth-free motor could become the biggest development for big companies like Toyota, BYD, Hyundai, and VW in the coming years. How much better will the new motor be for the environment? Now, let's discuss why Tesla's new motor is good for the environment.
Look, the extraction of rare earth metals is very harmful to the land, air, and water. Huge mountains are cut down to extract these metals, polluting rivers and surrounding water, and highly toxic fumes are released into the air. In many places, rare earth mining even degrades the soil, making it impossible to cultivate. The more rare earth mining occurs, the more environmental damage will occur. The advantage of Tesla's new motor is that it will eliminate the need for rare earth metals. Now imagine when the need for rare earth extraction from millions of electric vehicles is reduced. Less land will be destroyed, less water will be polluted, and less toxic chemicals will be released into the air. This will make EV vehicles truly green, meaning it's good for the environment. People often call EVs a green technology, but in truth, manufacturing their parts also causes significant pollution. If Tesla introduces a rare earth-free motor, this situation will change significantly. Tesla's new motor is beneficial for the environment for another reason. It lasts longer. Rare earth magnets weaken over time, but Tesla's new motor will run on coils and steel, so it doesn't wear out quickly. This means the motor won't need to be replaced as frequently, and the old one will also produce less waste. This means less waste and the environment will be safer. Now let's come to the most important point: cost. Rare earth metals are very expensive, and a significant portion of them is used to make a motor. When Tesla eliminates these metals, the cost of the motor will be significantly reduced. It is estimated that eliminating rare earth alone could reduce Tesla's motor manufacturing costs by 20% to 25%. Such a significant difference is significant for any company. When the motor becomes cheaper, Tesla will also be able to sell its vehicles at a lower price, especially Tesla's upcoming Model 2, which is considered the world's most affordable Tesla car. If Tesla introduces such a cheap car, it will put pressure on other companies. Toyota, Hyundai, VW, Tata, Mahindra, all will be forced to reduce the prices of their EVs. There will be competition in the EV market like never before. Tesla's dream is to provide affordable EVs to every common man in the world, and a rare earth-free motor is the biggest step towards this dream. Removing rare earth metals will also strengthen Tesla's supply chain. Currently, rare earth comes from only a few countries. If any rules change there, the price increases, or the supply stops, all companies face dire consequences. But Tesla will get rid of all this tension by adopting a rare earth-free system. It will make vehicle manufacturing even easier, faster, and less expensive. Performance boost. Will a rare earth-free motor be faster and more durable? Now let's discuss whether Tesla's rare earth-free motor will actually be faster. Many people wonder if the motor will lose power if it doesn't contain expensive rare earth metals. But Tesla says the exact opposite. They claim that the new motor is being completely redesigned, not simply replaced with a new one. Its entire design will be different, the coil settings will be different, and the rotating parts will be weighed and shaped better than before. Tesla claims that the new motor will be better in power, faster in acceleration, and more efficient. This means the car will consume less electricity and offer more range. Tesla says that removing rare earth magnets doesn't weaken the motor, it simply changes its operation. Tesla will now use electricity and the coil to generate the same power as magnets. This will make the motor run smoother and provide more pulling power. Simply put, Tesla is developing a motor that without expensive parts will run faster, heat up less, and last longer. A major advantage will be durability. Rare earth magnets gradually weaken over time, but Tesla's new motor will run on coil and steel, so it will retain its original strength for many years. This will prevent the motor from wearing out quickly and will reduce repair costs. This will be a significant change for EV buyers. Today, people consider three things most when purchasing an EV: power, range, and maintenance. Tesla's new motor will improve all three. Increased power will make the vehicle more enjoyable. Increased efficiency will provide greater range, and if the motor lasts longer, maintenance costs will also be lower. This will make owning an EV even easier and more reliable for the general public. This is why there is so much excitement around Tesla's motor worldwide. Now, let's move on to the larger strategy which has led to the statement that 2026 will be the turning point in the EV world. The plan isn't just to develop a new motor. The true goal is to make Tesla a mass production company. This means the aim is for Tesla to become the world's best-selling car company, not just a luxury brand. To achieve this, the focus is on three things: making cars affordable, making the motor sustainable, and ensuring the supply chain is independent of any single country or company. Tesla's rare earth-free motor is part of this larger plan. Removing rare earth metals will make Tesla's motors cheaper, and as the motor becomes cheaper, the cost of the entire car will decrease. The plan is to produce EVs in the coming years that will be as affordable as gasoline vehicles. Cars like the Model 2 are being developed as part of this plan. Affordable, fast, reliable, and accessible to the average person. The vision is for EVs to become not just the preserve of the wealthy, but accessible to ordinary families in every country. Mass production is easier when every part of a car is cheap and simple. Eliminating rare earth will strengthen Tesla's supply chain. It won't have to rely on any one country, and the fear of sudden production halts will be eliminated. Additionally, Tesla is installing fully automated machinery in new factories, which will enable the production of thousands of cars and vehicles in a short time. This will allow Tesla to supply EVs worldwide at a rate no other company can currently achieve. There is also a vision that in the future, EVs won't just be cars, but will become an entire ecosystem. Affordable motors, affordable batteries, fast charging, and excellent software. These four factors could make Tesla a very strong company of the future. If Tesla eliminates its dependence on rare earth and introduces mass-market EVs, it could completely change the EV market by 2026.